The map sensor is actually in charge of measuring the difference in pressure between atmospheric pressure and intake manifold pressure. Map sensors actually produce a voltage or a frequency output. The first step in testing a map sensor is to actually test its ground lead. And you do that by probing between the voltage supply source and the actual map sensor ground. In this particular case, 12.6 volts or battery volts voltage should be seen at the output. Remember that you're actually proving the sensor ground by measuring between voltage source and sensor ground. The second step is to actually take a voltage drop reading between the 5-volt reference line and the actual chassis ground. Remember that this 5-volt reference is actually provided by the ECM, and it is a regulated output source. The third step is to actually take a voltage drop reading between chassis ground and the actual map sensor signal line. Remember that the map sensor actually measures the difference between atmospheric pressure and intake manifold pressure. For the most part, map sensors produce a voltage output, but there are a few out there that actually produce a frequency output in the form of a square wave. The last step in map sensor testing is to connect a hand vacuum pump and measuring the voltage output signal between chassis ground and the map sensor signal line. Different calibration points should be seen as you actually increase the amount of vacuum. Remember that you should see, with no vacuum at all, you should see 5-volt reference. In other words, the lower the vacuum, the higher the voltage. With maximum vacuum applied to the actual map sensor, you should see a very low voltage or close to half a volt. As you actually decrease the amount of vacuum going into the map sensor, you should see a steadily rising voltage.